Good afternoon, everyone. It's me, Corey Whitford. Welcome to Mogs and Trail News Live. Today is January the 19th, 2021. Jean no kwek is just semagan ni choganidug, dinayamaganidug. It's our voice and it's our time. Treaty 2 territory. The Mogs and Trail News Online is very excited and proud to launch mogazontrailnewslive.ca. Welcome to our program. It's where we feature daily news, interviews, and storytelling from the Treaty 2 territory. mogazontrailnewslive.ca is your official online news portal of the Treaty 2 territory. Chimiwech, egose, minange, ni joganidug, dinayamaganidug, hapajisawagichige wega amang this news portal, this social media platform. On today's program, we'll be reading direct from the Mogs and Trail News website, and then we'll take a peek at the Treaty 2 territory Facebook page, and then in our final segment, we'll look at the First Nations and Treaty 2 territory.com website. But first, hoping to have an interview with Mr. Ray Musso today. He's going to talk about some of the updates that are taking place right here in First Nations and Treaty 2 territory. It's a very exciting time as we're rolling out all of the work that needs to be completed. On a personal note, we have job openings available, and we'd like you to come to our website, treaty2territory.com, gamma First Nations and treaty2territory.com, gamma mogsandtrailnews.com. Chobandaman, anukiwinan gaya amang amsa. Miwech, nito nidug, dinayamaganidug. Really interested to know and what's going to be happening very soon in the near future with the Nation and Economic Development Circle, the Lifelong Learning Circle. This morning, Sagawai, we met with Mrs. Renee McGurry. Mr. Alan Sutherland on the Earth Lodge, Kajinikatam Watson. So referring to the circles, Abidingagi de Bajamutunan, it's the Lifelong Learning Circle. Gagi megoshkuk noongum ginagishko sagoma. I met her for the first time here today. And so looking forward to meeting with Mr. Ray Musso, and Anabachai, I think I'll give him a call and ask him to come on. I'll ask him to come in. Bonjour, Ray. Mr. Musso, good afternoon, Nijagad.
Cousin, how are you?
Not too shabby, cuz.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, boy. Last time we talked, we seen each other on the highway, and it was just basically a
quick wave.
Yeah, quick wave. Okay, Ray, I was just telling our audience that we've got a lot of work ahead of us, and I'm giving updates every day on Mogs and Trail News website, the Treaty 2 Territory Facebook page, and First Nations and Treaty 2 Territory.com website. Ray, I want to welcome you in and help us to update our audience and let them know what's happening here. Ray?
First of all, I want to say, send a greeting out to our audience. Hope everyone is starting off with a safe and happy new year in this 2020. So it's great to be back here on Mogs and Trail News Live. So one of the things I wanted to talk about was our circles, seeing how this is Circle Talks. So and today I'm sporting the MTN live gear. So
Wow.
so I'm all decked out for today's session. So, but again, thank you for having me today. One of the things I want to talk about was our circles. Just a brief update on what our circles have been doing. Last time we spoke was just prior to the new year, and we had talk briefly about our new circles that we're currently developing. I'm pleased to announce that we now have our peacemaking circle that is in full operation. They are. We have hired a keeper by the name of Chantel Barker, who is
Hmm.
our peacemaking keeper. So right now she's working with our Knowledge Council and members of the Treaty 2 territory in developing a draft and developing the laws for peacemaking.
Uh-huh.
Um, one of the things that our Indigenous people face is the high rates of incarceration. The justice system in Canada is not our system. It hasn't ever been our system. Um, our Anishinaabe ways, with our Anishinaabe ways, we've always had our own justice system internally. We handled our things internally. So when you look at the incarceration numbers, it's very high when it comes to Indigenous people. So with the FNT2T, we developed the peacemaking circle, which Chantel is leading, and she's going to find ways to create those preventions, create ways on how we work with victims and how we work with within our own little justice system with the First Nations and Treaty 2 territories. So that's one of the things she's been working on, is creating our own justice system. One of our circles that's currently being developed, actually going to be developed in the near future, is our health and well-being circle. Right now, each of our nations do have their own health services. However, the health services provided to them are through Health Canada. I think Health Canada does a great job in providing the service to our people. One thing that Health Canada does not provide to our people is these traditional teachings, the land-based teachings, the land-based medicines that are out there. When we look at our health and well-being, we look at our ceremonies, we look at our land use, we look at our medicines, you name it. So when we create our health and well-being circle, those are the things we're going to be looking at in moving forward. So our other circles are thriving. Our care protection of the natural world, our lifelong learning circle, our learning lodge circle, our as well as our regional offices and our local nation helpers. Right now, they are all working on the first drafts or the first laws within their circles, which is going to allow us to create agreements with Canada and taking back what's rightfully ours, that as indicated in the treaties. So where we are taking back one step at a time. However, we're moving fairly quick, so it's things are moving along quite well. I'm very pleased with the way our circles are moving. The ball is definitely rolling, and the ball's in our court. And we're going head to head with Canada, taking back what's rightfully ours. That was written in the Treaty of 1871. So that's some of the stuff our circles have been doing.
Wow, really interesting times, Ray. Really interesting. One takeaway I got from that was Chantel Barker is one of our newest employees. I want to welcome Chantel to the team too, to the government. And I wanted to know a little more about how does Chantel go about seeking that knowledge in the communities. What's some of the tasks that she does to connect with the community, with the nation? Excuse me.
So with Chantel and her role, one of the things she has to do is develop the circle, right? The
Uh-huh.
peacemaking circle. So when you look at all our circles, all our circle keepers and staff, our policy keepers within those circles, reach out to the nations and we develop those drafts, or we draft those laws with the members of the First Nations in Treaty 2 territory. Right now, it's unfortunately some difficult times to have face-to-face contact to get engagement happening. So with our circles right now, they are doing the surveys, online questionnaires with our local nation helpers. Our local nation helpers are the direct contacts within the nations who work with the FNT2T and work with leadership in developing their own constitution, drafting their own laws within their nations. So it's coming from the membership. So our local nation helpers are seeking that information directly from the members within those nations. So with our circle keepers, they are reaching out to the local nation helpers to get that direct contact, to get that direct information from the members within the nations. So it's kind of networking in
Yeah.
a way. We're doing a lot of networking. It takes a lot of teamwork. I
Uh-huh.
must say that with our circles, our local nation helpers, and our regional offices, there's good communication, there's good contact happening. They're a unified group, and they're a team that works very, very well together. So the work is being done. So in Chantel's case, when it comes to peacemaking, Chantel will work with the local nation helpers in getting the questionnaires and surveys out to the members. And then the local nation helpers will then retrieve those questionnaires and surveys and forward all that information to Chantel, who's the circle keeper. So it's currently how we're kind of doing things with getting our information from the grassroots people who are the members of First Nations and Treaty 2 territories. So it's coming along.
Oh, it's exciting it's exciting actually with all the networking going on, the connecting of the dots, the transferring of the knowledge from the shkabe to the keeper, awega ganenda nga in the circle. And it's really interesting to see the development of those circles come along, and we've come a long way in just under a year already, and we're going to go a lot further. What's your feeling on the how 2021 is going to shape up for us as we head into the out of the winter and into the spring season?
Well, we've actually had a short winter, which is really interesting. So, short winter, all of a sudden, 2020 is gone. We're in a new year here with 2021. I must say, I'm pretty excited too, as well, to see where our circles are going. When I started just over a year ago, I believe there was one or two circles in place that were currently being developed. I sit here today and announce that we now have 7 circles who are thriving and are developing those laws at this moment. So it's coming along quite well. 2021 is going to be no different than any other year. The work is definitely going to take place. There's a lot of work ahead of us still, but we have the right team to do it. So that's the exciting thing about doing this type of work here. Is with the Treaty 2 territory government. It's taking back or living by our treaty rights.
Uh-huh.
When we talk about reconciliation, for my own personal view on reconciliation, for Anishinaabe people, there's not a whole lot of reconciliation that happens amongst us. We haven't gone anywhere. We are still living the way we've been living for decades with regards to our connection to the land. So it's the non-Indigenous population who have to reconcile amongst themselves and recognize us Indigenous people and recognize our treaties, because our treaties, we weren't here. We didn't come along when the treaties were made. We were here prior to the treaties being made in the 1870, 1871, when Treaty 1, Treaty 2 were made. We were here long before that. So Canada and its members has a lot of recognizing to do and recognizing our inherent rights that we've always had since the beginning of time. Um, so it's a lot of exciting work,
Uh-huh.
and I must say that it's I could go on and on and on
Yeah, cuz.
and share a lot,
Uh-huh.
but I kind of have to pace myself and space it out through our weekly shows. So
Uh-huh.
I'm on, I believe I'm on every Tuesday at noon. So looking forward to the next little while here coming on Mox and Child News Live. But that's my update for today.
Miigwech Ray, apitigichi miigwech nito. Cuz, thank you for the update, and I'm glad we're networking and we're everything's moving smoothly. I like the pace too. It's a nice, quick pace daily. I'm
It's
Nito.
it's a lot of great work. It's very rewarding. It's our we're working for our future generations, as our founding fathers did at the signing of treaty in 1871. So we're just continuing the work, and we're going to thrive, and we're going to keep moving forward. We're not going anywhere. We are thriving. Timmy Watch, thank you, cousin, for having me. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I look forward to the other interviews on Marcus Central News Live. Miigwech.
Miigwech. Aho. My cousin, Ray Musso, big Anonik, he's coming to talk and give us an update on what's taking place in on behalf of the First Nations in Treaty 2 territory. Miigwech Ray, thank you, cousin. Chinenda, it is a wonderful feeling to be sharing a conversation with you this afternoon. Want to welcome you to our program. If you've just tuned in, we just completed an interview with Mr. Ray Musso. Talks about the circles that are growing and the most recent person that was hired, Chantel Barker, Miss Chantel Barker. They picked her to help with the to help with the circle, peacekeeping circle, restorative peacemaking circle. All right, let's take you to the next segment. We're going to our next tab, mogsandtrailnews.com. Let's check it out. We are the official news portal of the Treaty 2 territory. You're watching Mogs and Trail News Live with me, Corey the Coyote Whitbird. Today's January 19, 2021. From yesterday, there's one post that was recently updated. One post that was recently added, and I'll read it to you. Kisi Kuinen's 9-year-old Jaslyn Corasil Laquette making strides in pursuit of her dreams. It's a blog from the Health and Well-being Circle, posted on the MTN Live website. News from our regional offices and from Dauphin as well, in the sports category, was uploaded on January 19, 2021 by Marlene Davis, our communications go-to person. It's a wonderful picture to look at. Young 9-year-old Jaslyn is holding up a hockey sweater. You can get an official hockey sweater with big name sponsors, and on the back, Campbell hyphen Pascal. All right. Treaty 2 territory. It's a mild January evening in 2021. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, many of the facilities in our nations are closed, including the local rink. It's going to take more than that to stop little 9-year-old Jaslyn Corasil Laquette from skating and shooting pucks. So she laces up her skates and jumps on a local pond in Kisikuinen to play some hockey with her father. Jaslyn is the daughter of Jessica Corasil and Joel Laquette. Currently, Jaslyn plays on an all-girls hockey team with Hamiota Huskies. Jazz lives and breathes hockey. She never misses a practice nor game. Hockey has become a prominent activity in her little life. She embraces every opportunity to attend hockey camps, as she most recently attended NHL player Michael Furlan's hockey school in Verdun. The hockey school was a combination of ice training and dry land training, something that Jazzy enjoyed. While attending while attending former Team Canada player Bridget Laquette's hockey camp, she had the opportunity to meet Zachary Whitecloud of the NHL's Las Vegas Knights. Jocelyn's father, Joel, is the first cousin of Bridget Laquette. In 2018 and 2019, Jocelyn was selected to attend Girls Hockey Fest in Winnipeg. Both years that she attended, it was amazing and made it super special and exciting that Cassie Campbell, former member of Team Canada's women's team, during was there. During camp, Jocelyn skated and chatted with Cassie on the ice, but never mentioned that Bridget is her cousin. When Cassie learned that Jocelyn and Bridget were related, she sent Jazz a gift in the mail. The package arrived today, and Jocelyn was beyond ecstatic. She said, "Did she really send that to me?" said Jocelyn. The gifts are so incredibly special to Jocelyn and gave her so much encouragement. I know Jazz has big dreams, and I always tell her, if you can dream it, then you can do it, says her mother, Jessica. She has so much inspiration from these amazing hockey players. Jessica continued to share. There may not seem to be much support in women's hockey, but there really is. Each and every girl who plays hockey should know that if they can dream it, then they can achieve it. Special thanks. Special thank you to Jaslyn and her parents, Jessica and Joel, for speaking with us today. They're hopeful that Jaslyn's story may help inspire families throughout the Treaty 2 territory who have a little girl or a little boy who has shown interest in the sport of hockey. Bridget Laquette, Cassie Campbell, Michael Furland, and Zachary Whitecloud were all small once too. They put on their skates, gave it their all, and the rest is history. As I finish my story and finish my chat with Jaslyn's mom, Jessica, she watches her daughter dress up, lace up her skates, and head to the pond to follow her dreams. Who knows, maybe someday we will see Jaslyn Corasil Laquette represent Kisikuinen First Nation and the Treaty 2 territory as she glides on Olympic ice to play for Team Canada. Dream big, little one. The sky's the limit. Oh. Turning to our Treaty 2 territory Facebook page. Updated just recently. Reading from there's two here to update you on. Let's go right in. Okay, Milway. Updated 9 hours ago on the Treaty 2 Facebook page, Treaty 2 Territory Facebook page. 3,052 people like this page. 4,067 people follow this page. Treaty number 2 was made on August 21, 1871 at the Manitoba House with representatives of the Queen of England and Ireland, 9 local nations plus 15 other local nations in the territory. Our post, last updated 9 hours ago, gives congratulations, and it reads, "Congratulations to Bridget Laquette on her invite to Canada's National Women's Team Training Camp in Calgary. Good luck to all Manitobans attending camp. First Nations and Treaty 2 are rooting for you." And there's an article that's been posted in here from Hockey Manitoba. Hockey Manitoba. And that was posted 23 hours ago. It says 4 Manitobans, Kristen Campbell, Bridget Laquette, Jocelyn Larocque, and Ashton Bell, have been invited to attend Canada's National Women's Team Training Camp in Calgary, January 17th to January 30. And there is a hyperlink. It's in blue and it's underlined. If you want to read more, mawanan, just mawanan, press on it and you'll know. And this next post was posted 3 hours ago. Kisikuinen Recreation Events is hosting drag races February 20 and 21st. And there is a poster. Let me press on it. Kisikuinen Recreational Events presents drag races. And it shows it shows drag races in a see-through kind of a font. And you can see a man with a helmet and a skidoo suit and boots and gloves on a skidoo going 50 feet high in the air. And it reads, Kisikuinen, Manitoba. Registration starts at 11 a.m. Races start at 12:30 p.m. Admission is $5. Children and elders, it's free. February 20th and 21st. It is a 100% payout on entry fees. Entry fees, there are 5 classes, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 classes, and then the prizes. The prizes are first place in each class is $200 plus entry fees. Second place in each class is $150 plus entry fees. $8,400, $8,400 in additional prizes will go to all races. Sled Tech and Canteen is on site, and international snowmobile racing rules are in full effect. For more information, contact Ryan at 204-596-3613. That number once again, 204-596-3613. Gonna have some drag races going on in Kisi next month. It might be time to buy that Polaris Indy Light that was on the bargain bin. Nanok, sovet ito hay. Danon deja tay. AMSA. There's your second tab, looking at the Treaty 2 Territory Facebook page. Turning to our next tab and our final segment in the program, we're on the fnt2t.com website. That's the government of First Nations and Treaty 2 Territory. Going to the news, latest news and announcements. Kisikuinen's 9-year-old Jaslyn Corasil Laquette making strides in pursuit of her dreams. That was posted on here as well today, January 19th, 2021. It seems like you're all caught up on all the news for today. And I want to thank you for tuning in again. It's a beautiful, beautiful afternoon here in in Dauphin, Manitoba. And proud to be broadcasting once again from your official online news portal of the Treaty 2 Territory. I'm Corey Whitford. Thank you for watching Circle Talks. We'll see you again at 3 p.m. for the Health and Wellness Program right here on Mugs and Trail News Live. Thank you very much for engaging. Nice to see you again, cousin.